the 22nd of August 2023, Wednesday, bringing you the latest news of the hour, delivering nothing but the truth. Your news, our business. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is MsMakgoka and you are watching the NSAN Daily News Pass. Our headlines this lunchtime. According to the Higher Education and Training Minister Bade Nzimande says an increase in student debt is initiating a threat to the long-term sustainability of higher education and impedes infrastructure development. President Cyril Ramaphosa signs a bill prohibiting marriage officers from refusing same-sex marriages. The missile intercepted over the Crimean Peninsula briefs a traffic halt on Key Bridge. Date was July 9, 2023. Time was 2:54 p.m. Let's get into our news. The total debt has reached over 16.5 billion. During a recent media briefing in Pretoria, Minister Nzimande discussed the department's plans for the 2023 academic year, and he also highlighted the need for an alternative funding model for the university and technical vocational education and TVET college students. Nzimande expressed concerns for students in the missing middle category, then left, who do not qualify for financial aid from National Student Financial Aid Scheme, but can also afford to pay for their TVET or university tuition. The department aims to redirect loans, bursaries, specifically towards students in the scarce-skilled category. Additionally, they want to collude with the universities to ensure that students who are willing to concede their debt are still admitted, with hopes that the arrangement will go as planned once the new funding model is implemented. Once again, the model should prioritize the allocation of loans, bursaries and grants to students pursuing fields in high demand industries. It is also essential to streamline the application process and improve communication to ensure eligible students receive financial aid they require promptly. Issues like Izaga have arisen. It is said that the ANC is trying to launder money from students, said the president of the University of Limpopo. We can see the high charges students face through the Izaga app. Many students are crying. Some say that their monies are not reflecting, whilst others say that we've received notification, but with no money in our bank accounts. Alright, let's get into our second headline news. President Cyril Ramaphosa has signed the Civil Union Amendment Bill into law, effectively preventing marriage officers from declining to conduct same-sex marriages. The bill aims to promote equality and inclusivity in marriage ceremonies. Under the new legislation, Home Affairs Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi is responsible for ensuring that a marriage officer is available at every office to formalize a civil union. This then ensures that same-sex couples have the same opportunities and rights as opposite-sex couples when it comes to marriage. The passing of the bill has been applauded by the Center for Human Rights, which has long advocated for equal rights and non-discrimination. The organization believes that this legislation is a significant step forward in the journey towards achieving full equality for the LGBTQI+ community. Our reporters are at the grounds of Mankweng, and they went there to ask the community members how they feel about same-sex marriage. Let's take a look at what they have for us.
Good day, this is NSAN News, and it is Tuesday, the 22nd of August 2023. We are reporting live from University of Limpopo, where I'm going to interview some of the students on how they feel about same-sex marriage. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
What is your name?
my name is Professor. I'm a media student.
Okay, your first question is: do you believe in same-sex marriage,
No, I don't believe in same-sex marriage
and why is that?
because marriage was invented by God, not by men. And in the way to go I can't sure and the jadi same-sex marriage. And I'm a Christian, so I believe in the Bible for everything.
Okay. Our second question is that what do you think are the long-term benefits for heterosexual or homosexual relationships?
Nna nka bolela ka heterosexual because like yona there's no need ya gore ba dire bana ka dilo tsa go tshwana le medical procedure, di-surrogates, so they do kids naturally. So yeah.
Thank you for your. Now I'm going to interview our second student, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
How are you doing?
good evening.
Good. What's your name?
My name is Michelle and I'm a media student.
Okay. So your first question is: do you think there is a room for lobola in gay marriages?
No, I don't think so because it will bring a lot of confusion as to where the lobola should go to since they are all the same gender.
Okay. Our second question is that do you think young kids should be taught about LGBTQ community or rather same-sex marriage for that matter, or we should just let the parents deal with their kids?
Ke nagana gore go botlhokwa gore ba rute ka tsona go fokotsa dilo tsa go tshwana le go kweriwa ga ntshiwa distabane tomboy dilo tse jalo.
Okay, thank you. You heard it, viewers. This is NSAN News reporting live from University of Limpopo. My name is Anna Mataba. Thank you so much for watching.
Well, that's all we have from our reporter and the community of MsMakgoka. As South Africans, at times I just feel like we are lucky, or let me say blessed, because in other countries like Uganda, it is a crime for one to be gay or to be part of the LGBTQ community. It is seen as a crime. So things are different at this side. Hence, I say that we are blessed and lucky to be South Africans. Well, so it is. Let's get into our third headline news. In a local South African context, the recent developments in the Russia-Ukraine conflicts have raised concerns about global stability. Reports have emerged of a missile being intercepted near the Crimean Peninsula, leading to a temporary halt in the traffic on the Kerch Bridge, which connects the annexed territory to Russia. According to the Sergei Agnoskov, the governor appointed by the Moscow, the Russian air defenses successfully intercepted the cruise missile, alerting any damage or casualties. However, no specific information was provided regarding the missile's type or origin. Meanwhile, in the nearby Russian region of Rostov, authorities also confirmed the shooting down of a missile. Governor Vasily Goluba identified it as Ukraine, and the debris from the missile reportedly caused damage to several building roofs. Fortunately, no casualties have been reported thus far. Although South Africa is geographically spaced away from the conflict, the impact of such events on the global stage cannot be ignored. Economically, disruptions in international trade and fluctuations in commodity prices like oil and gas may indirectly affect South Africa. Additionally, diplomatic relations could be influenced as nations align themselves with different positions on the conflict. This could then lead to diplomatic implications, including trade restrictions or strained relations with either Russia or Ukraine, depending on South Africa's stance. Most of South Africans have put opinions of how they feel about the Russia-Ukraine conflict and its impact on South Africa. Things like borders, that South Africans can control their borders, the supply of water and electricity. Other people saying that we can't even withdraw protesters on the NY highway. All we can do is pray and not fight a war we can't finish. Others showing concerns about the difficulties we face, like potholes on our roads. Let's take a recap of what we did earlier on. According to the Higher Education and Training Minister Blade Nzimande, an increase in student debt is initiating a threat to the long-term sustainability of higher education and impairs infrastructure development. President Cyril Ramaphosa signs a bill prohibiting marriage officers from refusing same-sex marriages. The missile intercepted over the Crimean Peninsula brief traffic halt on Key Bridge. The date was July 9, 2023, time at 2:54 p.m. From your favorite host, I am MsMakgoka, and this is the NSAN Daily News Post. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen, and have a lovely evening ahead of you. I'm out.